Dun dun da 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 da. Dun 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 da da dun 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 dun. Y'all know that's playing in the background in the mind with this chapter. Y'all see I'm doing another video for a chapter. You know what time it is. If I'm doing a dedicated video for a chapter, you know what time it is. Another banger. We talking Magic, MJ, Kobe, LeBron, Steph level, Game 6 level. Another legendary chapter in Wano. Once again, Wano, the greatest arc in One Piece. Oda just keeps delivering. You know, another top 10 candidate for best chapters in the entire series. Possibly one of the greatest chapters in manga history. I mean, it's just Oda's in a stride again. We can't even say he's in the bag. He's somewhere in the cosmos getting viewed by that new telescope they put up there. Right? Bro, what's good, y'all? You dub back here again here in 2022. You know, I'm not trying to waste y'all time. Y'all gotta understand with another, just like the Reverie chapters, yo, the legendary stretch we're about to be on. So much stuff we called. People like myself and others called. So much other possible theory aspects that people called. The emotions of this chapter. Just so much. Let's start from, and I don't usually just talk about like the cover of the magazine. Some of them be cool, I don't know who that youngin' there was, like a couple people, but Luffy, you know, on there. But it was just like Shonen Jump. Sometimes they do this. Yes, I know One Piece is the golden catch up, but sometimes they doing this is like, yo, y'all really need to pay attention to this chapter, especially. Y'all really need to pay attention. They had straight up Luffy. Now, some of the best chapters, people have said it. Y'all know how much I love Luffy, Zoro, Straw Hats, and all that. Or when the Straw Hats are not even in it. I ain't miss them. I know we had a lot with that last year. I ain't missing this chapter. I ain't missing this chapter. This chapter is arguably better than the best last one. Arguably. You could argue. Dog. Starting off with the color page. I knew what time I was in for. I expected after the break that this would be fire. I wasn't, you know, too hot, but I expected, you know, I'm like, we got Green Bull, we got Aramaki, we know Oda gonna go in on this one. But when I saw that color page, when I saw the Yonko, the four emperors, Oda just like, in case y'all forgot, let me remind you what time it is. Let me remind you we are moving into the final portion of the story. Let me remind you that the end game is now. In case y'all don't understand the chaos that is about to ensue, let me show you. We have Buggy out here clowning as the jester. We have Shanks unsheathing Griffin. We have Shanks unsheathing the sword, looking like he ready for war. We have Mr. Blackbeard, Admiral Blackbeard, Marshall D. Teacher. That's literally what I had when I saw that. And you got Sun God Nika, Straw Hat, the Straw Hat Monkey D. That's who you got on there. Laughing his ass off. Like he's straight up coked up, for real. Like this dude on his greatest high of his life. This dude on straight laughing gas and shit. Laughing at this whole entire chaos that is ensuing in the world that he helped create. You actually love to see it. You love to see it, man. So we enter the Flower Cap. Hey, don't let Luffy and them need to worry about it. Let them heal up. Let's do our job as the samurai. Gotta get back to the past. Said Samurai Jack. Jack would have been proud. He would have been proud of the Red Scalpers for showing up. So hey, pull on up. Pull up on my set. First of all, good job. As defenders of Wano, this is exactly what you're supposed to do. Literally, they did what they're supposed to do. We get from left to right. You got Nekomamushi, Lord Nekomamushi, Lord of the Night, right? You got underneath, I know Denjiro's to the right of Nekomamushi. I know Inuyashi's to the right of it. You got Shinobu. You got Kawamatsu right underneath Nekomamushi to the left. You got Raizo to the forest, right? And you got Shinobu. They all pulled up. They say, hey, no, we ain't. And they recognize, hey, it's a Marine, Admiral, we don't care. We pull up on whoever. They pulled up on Kaido, son. They ain't caring. It's Green Boo, Real Gogu, Aramaki. Aramaki, they don't care. They don't care if it's, first of all, shout out to Aramaki because it takes me back to Seven Seas, which is my second favorite manga of all time after One Piece. Character from that series. Anyways, I know it's a pretty common name, but that's what it reminds me of. And he like, bro, I ain't scared of Samurai, get the fuck out my way. I ain't got time for you. Inuyasha, and then he started talking about how the world is like, listen, y'all are unaffiliated. Y'all, this ain't right. Y'all supposed to be with the world government. Y'all set tripping. And Inuyasha like, listen, that's the way the world is, bro. Some of us just independent out here. And we gonna protect our fucking home, our land. Right on, Inuyasha, dropping that wisdom once again. Ain't even nearly one of my favorite scabbards, but I respect him. That's what matters. I respect Inuyasha because he always dropping that wisdom and knowledge, like a true leader should. So, anyways, we get this dude. First of all, when he was stepping, people noticed. You could see plants and stuff growing. Oda finally did it. We have been waiting. He is the one, and we pretty much called that this would be the case. Logia, the Force. Now, shout out to Power Vision because he's thinking he's possibly the Force God or some jazz like that, right? Shout out to him for those theories. Or Power Vision, I'm not trying to butcher bro's name. But the fact that we finally get the plant, Logan. Y'all don't understand how long I've been waiting for this shit. Y'all don't understand. I've been waiting for this for like a decade now. We finally get it. Hallelujah, thank Jesus. Hey. Senju Hashirama, he don't want this smoke. People say, oh, that's Hashirama. No, Hashirama don't want this smoke. He does not want this smoke. Yoko Kurama pulling up for a Shaolin showdown right now. A plant-based Logia. Do y'all understand how devastating that is? Do you really begin to understand? First of all, dog, Aramaki's about to have the best stamina in the game. Off rip. Unless there's another devil fruit that comes out, Aramaki is probably going to have the highest stamina in the One Piece world. Bruh. Aramaki is a literal natural disaster. He's a walking natural disaster. He even says like, yo, right after, pretty much the season himself, I am life. You're fighting literally life itself. Bro. He's literally what an animal's supposed to be. He's a war machine. He's what an animal's supposed to be. And I'm here for it. Thank you, Oda. I like the fact that he's tatted up on his side. I like the fact that he started talking about his sense of the world. He's probably been through some trauma. Who knows what Aramaki's on about? Some saying Celestial. I don't think he's Celestial Dragon, but it's going to be very interesting. Maybe he is. Maybe he's from one of the other families. We don't know. He didn't use his blade, so that'll be interesting. All that jazz right there. But he talked about, and people, it was funny because I watched JD Legends. Shout out to Jay. His chat was going wild. His chat was going wild. There's a lot of reaction. And he was saying with Coon, and I talked with, shout out to Sean Holmes. You already. I don't think this dude's a Coon. See, we don't know anything about him. Now, I say Garp is a Coon. He is. He's a D, and the dude's Coon. We don't know what Aramaki. We don't know anything about this dude's backstory. So, I don't view it as racist. I don't view it. It's just like, the thing about it, I disagree, but Sakazuki, Borsalino, Aramaki, other characters, Joker, Kaido, I may disagree with their ideologies, but they're also spitting truth. When he was talking about prejudice, he said, hierarchies are formed out of necessity, power, all that good stuff. And he talked about prejudice breeds stability. Now, I obviously disagree. I'm an advocate for freedom, but he's not wrong. And we can talk about that at another time. But in brief with this one, biases. Most people are prejudiced. It is what it is. Like, it's something I've learned to accept. Most people have prejudices. Now, that doesn't mean that they're bad people. That doesn't mean that they're, there's in fact a lot of good people, a lot of very spiritual people. They still have biases. They still have prejudices. And it's things to overcome. It's things to be aware of. It's things to not let it inhibit. But yes, prejudices do breed stability. Stability is not always the best thing, though. Understand that. Order, depending on how it's made, it's tyrannical. So that's the aspect of it. That's the aspect of it. Prejudice. So, what type of stability are you talking about? People think that stability is always a good thing. No, just look at our world. Again, Oda with the meta commentary, bro. Oda out here dropping gems on us, folk. When you really sit back and dissect the layers. But we move on. Yamato somehow senses rightfully pulls up for the set, for a homeland, for Wano. She rightfully pulls up. Respect. Talking about being the son of Kaido. Hey, I'm Yamato, Kaido's son. Not with that old and shit. I'm Kaido's son. Respect. Yeah. So that's how they're going to hear about Yamato, right? And Marcus like, Kaido, what? Nani? I didn't hear about all this. Oh, what is this? What is this? Kaido had a child? Oh, okay. Also, came with that Conqueror's Haki. First of all, shout out to Aramaki out here for being an absolute tank. Again, War Machine. We love to see it. We love to see it. And that's why people, Conqueror's Haki, advanced Conqueror's Haki, that'll be no. Against the top tiers, that alone ain't cutting it. That you should have figured that out with Kaido. Should have figured it out with Luffy. It was just these top tiers. That alone, come on, man. They come on. That's what they do. He's like, oh, you got some impressive Haki over there. Good job, young lady. Good job. But you're going to need more than that to take me down, dog. You're just going to need more than that. Come on, dog. I'm an admiral for a reason. Come on. Stop it. So, Momonosuke came out as Shogun, as he should. Making his pops proud. Yep, making dad and mom proud. Yep, we're here for it. And, folks were kind of hitting on, it's like, man, Momonosuke don't know. Hey, Pink Dragon, what is this? Nani? I ain't hear about this. Or what is going on over here in Wano? What y'all got going cooking? But doesn't matter, Aramaki still body. It's going to be interesting if Luffy or Zoro gets involved. Ooh. Hey, some people, shout out once again to comment section, JD Legend. One person said, Jinbei needs to summon his ancestors and fold Green Bull, fold Ryokugu. And I'm like, yeah, I want some Black Panther T'Challa status. First of all, I love comments like that. It's just life. Anyways, so that was all said and good. And then Oda decides he want to transition. And first of all, Aramaki's giving Momonosuke the business, as he should, handling work as he should. Come on, he's an admiral, doing what admirals do. So we're here for all of that, by the way. The seas outside of Wano. That man. We saw the flag of the Red Force. We saw the ship's helm. That man was heading to Wano. That man was in the region. That man. And confirmed that, met Kaido and King and them outside of Wano. That man. The red-haired man. We ain't seen Shanks officially. Like, yes, he's been in the cover story. They coming from, who knows where they're coming from. We ain't seen Shanks in straight manga panels since, was it Marineford? Y'all don't understand the emotions. I almost was starting to tear up, bro. Bro, I was like, bro, you can't be serious. No, Oda. This is not the time for him to meet. No, not Shanks and Wano. Not Shanks and Wano. No, Oda, you can't do that. Which he didn't. And listen, I am not madding. To me, it's not blue balls because what he's about to pull. Because Luffy, listen, it's on site. They got a clash. Even Yasop's like, oh, I'm not ready to meet Usopp. We see Ben Beckman looking like his old Triple OG self. We see Lucky Roo looking fat as hell. living his best life. But then they talked about some of the things, right? First of all, was it that blondie? I forget, Lime Juice or whatever his name is. Was he the one that cut up? He's like, hey, kids on there too. Hey, he tried us. I still got some smoke for Kid now too now. That 3 million berry bounty. Here's 3 billion berry bounty. I hope he's not getting too tall for his bridges. The whole red hair connection. Shanks reminiscing over when they stole. You know, they obviously, and people were new, and we called it. We knew that Shanks knew. Come on, of course they knew. And the CP9, they didn't know what the hell that they had. I think we saw a young Who's Who on there. You know, they attacked CP9's vessel for the Devil Fruit. You know, Shanks remember when he giving up his arm. Shanks remembering the whole aspects with Luffy. Good times. We're here for it. We're all here for it. Absolutely. And you know, Shanks saying again, it's not time for us to meet. And they were talking about, oh, the officers, the older officers, they know the Straw Hat Luffy. The Straw Hat Luffy, the Yonko. Shanks looking at the bounty. Oh, Shanks is loving. He's living the best, like, you know, and it's like, I've done my job. Now it's time to make that move. Now, folks were saying about, oh, him and Teach. Again, I ain't buying into that. But it's interesting to find out what Teach is doing. We again, Joker, the Throne Wars are in full effect. What Joker says, oh, he's laughing his ass off. It's interesting. We have not gotten an update on what happened to Joker in Impel Down, what happened with Magellan and all that jazz. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens there. If he's broken out or whatever the case may be. But yeah, you know, Shanks said, it's time, Beck, for us to go for the One Piece. Yo, that panel! Bro, I was losing my goddamn mind. I was losing my mind on that panel. I said, he said, oh, the fulcrum is broken. I no longer have to protect the balance. It's my time to move, baby. So Shanks now wants to... Bro, the mystery man himself. The mysteries ever. As soon as we get some answers, there's more to unravel. And they also talked about you know, Shanks is like, once again, Shanks doing his damn job, saying, yeah, I can't be Luffy right now. No. That whole thing with Bartolomeo, and burning down the fight. Wait, I know it'd be irresponsible for us not to respond. Posting up shop, it'd be irresponsible. Luffy a Yonko now. We gonna have to do what Yonko do. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Boy, y'all don't understand. I'm so... My third favorite character in the series, man, is making his move. You know, folks are saying Phil Red, and Oda said that man was about to make his move. He making that move, baby. He is making the move. Let's go. Man, we switch over to Marine HQ, Navy HQ. We finally get some answers. We all knew that Cobra got assassinated, more than likely. I mean, a long time to get his body dropped. Sir St. Charles, once again, I don't know how he's still alive, because he's supposed to got off, but it is what it is. You know, and the dude, you know, the link with Fishman Island, that Saint, the dude, I can't never say his name. But the other decent celestial dragon, you know, he's like, yeah, let shit ride. It ain't all that serious. Everything Gucci. But Sabo, first of all, people want to shit on the revolutionary commanders. Y'all need to stop with the disrespect. Morley bought that life. Karasu bought that life. My dog Lindbergh. First of all, we knew they were fine. We just didn't know what the fuck happened to Sabo. But we knew they were fine. We knew they were fine. These dudes aren't weak. Y'all need to stop. Just because somebody's not a Yonko, a commander, or an admiral doesn't make it. These dudes are Dragon's men. You think he got hitters and killers who ain't about that life? Look at Ivankov. Look at Kuma. And they rescued Kuma. Shout out to rescuing Kuma. All right, so you weren't being completely reckless. And they did the job. Because I was wondering, Oda answered my question. What did they do to declare war on the Celestial Dragons? Well, they took out like a monument and like they messed up some shots. So, good shit. Golden Line Shiki would be proud. Good shit. Roxy Zebek would be proud. Good shit. So, that happened. You know, Flame Emperor. The gas for Sabo was out of this world. Like, Luffy got gas by more. Because I kept wanting the 602. All right, Sabo, you know, what is Oda gonna... So Oda's just like, we're just gonna throw a whole, like, blazing inferno worth of gasoline on this fire, bro. Just dump whole barrels of rum, gasoline, kerosene, everything. We're just dumping it and making a fire to the heaven. Viewed as a god. Bro, what? Bro, the gas for Sabo was out of the. Y'all thought Luffy got gas. Bro, the gas for Sabo. I'm like, whoa. And I'm here for it. Listen, I don't. Folk thought I hated on Sabo. No, I just needed Sabo. Like, Oda, what are you going to do with Sabo? Folks say, oh, Sabo got shot. Nah, bro, Sabo has inspired the world. He inspired 8 nations to arise. They are following his. The code of Sabo is here. And now they gassed him over Dragon? Yo, this dude is literally be celebrated as a god. Oh my god. This is wild. So it's actually, like, I just thinking about it as I'm doing this video. It's interesting with the Yami Yami Nomi with Teach, the Mera Mera Nomi, the Nika Nika, or the Hito Hito Mono Nika. Like, some of these devil fruits, I wonder if some of these were like the original liberating devil fruits. True story. I'm actually very, very fascinated to look back at Joy Boy's era because these devil fruits, those 3 specifically, seem like they have a lot to do with Joy Boy's era. Especially the fact that Ace and now Sabo Boy's got the Mera Mera Nomi. I don't, again, fate's moving. Fate's moving. And the chaos ensues. We are fully into the Throne Wars. Again, Joker getting taken down was the first linchpin. Now the fact that Kaido's out of the way, oh, hell's breaking loose. And my theory still stands. You know, we saw Shanks with the Saki. My theory still stands about Shanks possibly being like emperor, true emperor of the underworld. By the way, we'll see, but still a good shot. But anyways, Sakazuki's talking. You know, the force, and he again, Sakazuki. He said no excuses. Listen, we had admirals there. Yeah, they couldn't use full power. We ain't doing excuses out here. We're not gonna do that here. No. We are the Marines. Being a fleet admiral. He said, man, I had a hell of an era. And I know Sengoku is out just laughing his ass off. First of all, Sengoku's like, man, I was right to step down. Secondly, Sengoku's laughing his ass off at Sakazuki. I remember that one scene, he's like, hey, see? You thought it was all gravy. Nah, now you got to see what I'm dealing with. Yeah, you see what I'm doing. But it's interesting also that Oda literally with the save face, because yes, Aramaki and Isho were present. But you see that Oda did not have Sakazuki and Borsalino present. Just saying. He didn't have them present. So, yes, we can go at the Admirals. For the Admiral fanboys, they're taking his L's. They're taking L's. But, in fairness, Sakazuki and Borsalino were not present. Just saying. So, some shit is still, the balance is still somewhat there. So, there's that. And I like this this Black Horse, or this new dude who's the chief of affairs. I like this new dude for the Marines. I like that. I really like Oda's introduction there. He seems cool. He seems like all. And I'm saying there's got to be other hitters. The Marines got to have some killers with them. It cannot just be, listen, there's the Vice Admirals, there's got to be other dudes. But one of the big things that I caught and I noticed a few others were catching, God's Knights, I kept telling y'all, the Celestial Dragons have to have some people. Right now, we got Kong up there. Nagor's like, there's got to be some, besides Cypher Pole, Edges there, they got to have, like, come on, man. There's got to be some killers up there in Mary Jo, in the Holy Land. There's got to be. But Sakazuki, see, this is what I'm here for. Sakazuki says, listen, about time, I'm gonna get on the head. But Sakazuki says, we can't let just junglers run rampant. We just can't let it run rampant. This is ridiculous. But about damn time. It is about goddamn time that the Marines move. They've just been sleeping. What the fuck has y'all been doing? Finally, the Marines gonna goddamn move. It's a little late, but better late than never. So, also, what happened with SSG? What happened with the Shichibukai? I know Oda's going to reveal, but this is like, now we are moving, and it's the world's in chaos now. And I'm here for it. I am here all for it. All the big players. What is Teach up to? What happened in Thailand? Like, just so many elements. All the big players are now moving. Because Luffy moved. And remember, Luffy moved first. Without all of this, you do not have this. Luffy's affiliation with Sabo. It's just, oh, it's going to be beautiful. And, you know, different ones of us were talking about the kind of like Yonko alliance. Right now, Buggy, Shanks, and Luffy. Teach just has to get on board after he takes that L. But the Yonko alliance is, and now we ain't got to worry about just the wild card that is Linlin. We ain't got to worry about Kaido just doing his own thing. We ain't got to worry about old head Newgate. All four of these folks, all four of the Yonko. That's why the Yonko, I did a video. The Yonko is the perfect system now. All four of them are about freedom on different sides. All four of them are very much pirates in different ways. And I'm all here for it. This is why, you know, the hype from this chapter, it's like when I read certain other series too, but the hype, this is One Piece at its finest. It really is. Once again, Oda has so many moving parts. It makes the world feel alive. It's literally as if we're literally immersed in the world of One Piece when I'm reading this shit. And it's absolutely glorious. It's absolutely phenomenal, masterful writing. Like, it makes you, even though it's crazy, it makes you want to live in the world of One Piece. And that's when you know an author, a writer, a mangaka has done his or her damn job to the utmost. J.R.R. Tolkien, you know, you have C.S. with the world of Arda, you know, Middle Earth and all that's connected with Arda. C.S. Lewis in the world of Narnia. And that whole world and then the different ones. Isaac Asimov with the Foundation series, how Star Wars goes in, how Star Trek and others we can get into. People with J.K. Rowling, the world of Harry Potter and that, right? And you can go on and on. The Magi Labyrinth of Magic with Shinobu Otaka. I mentioned Seven Seas earlier in the video. Mitsutoshi with Toriko. It makes you, you know, Hunter x Hunter with Yoshihiro Togashi. Dragon Ball with Akira Toriyama and Infolk. When you're truly phenomenal world building, everything interconnects. And you just are like, oh my gosh. And unfortunately, there's just only so much space, but you just want to know so much of what's going on. The world's history, you know, the different characters, what going on in this one, the backstory with that one, you know, how does this work, and the moving parts of the world, and the world's structure, and everything else, the powers. And it's just beautiful, man. What a time to be a One Piece fan. I know some are saying it. This is why I read the series. Chapters like this is exactly why I read the series. Exactly why it is easily one of the greatest manga and stories of all time. One of the greatest adventure stories of all time. Why pretty much everyone should be reading One Piece. It's chapters like this. It literally, why stories like this unify the world. Because there's just so much to love, man. Unexpected one to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts about it. I know some folks are losing their minds. I know some folks are losing their minds on this one. We got so much right. And Oda is just feeding. He's just feeding different fandoms. He's fanning the flames on the controversy. He knows what he's doing. Oda is just the fucking invisible hand. He's the puppet master at this point. He's Joker, just doing this. He's pulling the strings, man. But you love to see it. You love to see it.